All right, real talk. I think we all tired of seeing the same maps recycled over and over again. Like, yeah, Nuketown's cool, but we've played this map in every possible timeline already. So today, I'm throwing it back and talking about some forgotten gems from Black Ops series. Maps that haven't come back in years, but 100% should in Black Ops. First up, Radiation. Man, if you played this back in the day, you remember the trap doors, moving platforms, and the raw Cold War energy. It felt dangerous, and it was actually made you play smarter. Imagine this in BO7 with a darker, atmosphere, radioactive storm overhead type of thing. It's they got a lot of possibilities with that map. Then we got Launch, the map with the actual rocket, okay, that would launch mid-game. That was some of the coolest shit at that time, all right? Let's have it do something different this time. Let's have it pop off. Let's have it get destroyed mid-match. Let's have it be the ending of a match, right? It goes up, and what goes up must come down, huh? How about that? Make it a little different. Give it a little pizzazz, all right? This one is one of the most slept on maps I have not seen in a while, actually. Havana. The classic 3-lane setup in the streets of Cuba. It had nice sniping lanes, tight corners for SMGs, and just that raw BO1 atmosphere, giving it that gritty, war-torn look. Maybe with some night lighting or a Civil War twist, it would be a fun vibe to give it a little change up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have that kimbara kumbara kimba kimbamba in the goddamn lobby of the hotel, I don't want it. I'm letting you know right now. Bring her back, all right? It's classic. Okay, guys, Grid was a snowy Soviet base map. If you remember that with the big old satellite, I think that was one of the cleanest layouts, good for sniping, awesome flanks, and it's never been remastered. I have no clue why, but if you drop this in BO7 with blizzards, power outage, whatever, maybe some collapsed sections, make it just a tweak here and there, I think that's a W. I think that's a W waiting to happen right there. Now let's hit the BO2, all right? Let's hit the BO2 DLC to be specific. And yo, Downhill, so underrated. Snowy ski resort with the gondolas that go up and down. They could even unalive you, you know what I'm saying? Midway through the goddamn gondola ride. The design was tight, the setting was unique. Just make it snow a little bit harder, or just keep it the same, but add a little bit of destruction to it. Have it banged up a bit. It'll be a new fan favorite for sure. And continuing the BO2 DLC, we got Vertigo, the high-tech rooftop map in India. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was vertical in all the right ways. People forget about it, but it had a ton of flow. Imagine this was like some thunder rolling in, maybe some glass floors, shattering between fights. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. Next is the Mirage. Mirage was that desert map that like Japanese-inspired houses, I would say, if I'm remembering right. It was in like a modern version of a sand castle, or like something getting overtaken by sand and dunes. I think that'd be a good one right now with the technology we got and how everything's been shiny and new. I think that'll be such a cool map to see. Third on that list for the BO2 DLC is gonna be Pod. Now this is a deep cut, but Pod, that weird Echo Pod housing project in Taiwan. I don't know if you remember it. It was like stacked. I think the buildings were sort of stacked upon each other, and you could go up the stairs and cut corners, and you could go into a new section of a little place. They were just kind of stacked, but I think it'd be cool. Make it into like a little overgrown area, have trees consuming everything. I think it'd be pretty cool, creepy little atmosphere. All right, from BO2 DLC, we're jumping over to BO3 DLC. All right, it's just one of these maps that haven't seen anything be done in a while like it. It's gonna be Citadel, okay? Got that medieval style castle, futuristic tech. I think that'll vibe very good with the BO7 theme they got going on. A little bit old school, a little bit of new school. Sounds dumb until you play it, but I mean, it might just be the next big thing. Okay, we need something. We need something to shake things up a bit. Give it a fog, Give it like a fogginess look, but don't make it to where you can't see nobody, cause that's that's a big issue. All right. Then we jump to the Black Ops 4 maps. Black Ops 4 maps, we have Frequency. Frequency was one of the best fast close quarters maps that we had. Okay, it was fantastic for flanks. You could drop in. It was like the jungle. Okay, we gotta make it. If we do it now, we gotta keep the jungle atmosphere. Okay, but we gotta bring it closer, because before it was a little bit further away from everything. We gotta bring it in, tighten it up. Okay, bring some of that wilderness to the map, change it up a little bit. next on the list. And finally, we're gonna have a bonus one after this one if you made it this far. I know it's a short video, but I was trying to get this out to you guys. Last one but not least is Seaside. You guys remember this classic BO4 map, set in Spain. Dude, the lanes were great. It played fast. It played fair. All it needs is a little bit of Black Ops 7 twist. Maybe some riots in the street. Maybe a riot happened, and we just got the little streets more destroyed. Maybe the church is busted open a little bit more so you can see right through it. You know, something different. But I do have one that's on my list, and it's a very close one to my heart. And I know it might be hated on. I don't know. You gotta let me know. Hanoi. I know that's one of the ones people hated. At least I remember people hated it back in the day. But I think if we bring it back and we give it some more light, maybe in the daytime, maybe at dusk, maybe sunset, I think it'll change the vibe up of the map. Okay, that was a good map in my opinion, and it had good lines and good flank routes that were amazing. I can only imagine what it'll be with Omni Movement. All these maps, I can only imagine what they'll be like with Omni Movement. But these are the forgotten maps that I need to see in Black Ops 7. Okay, we've had enough Nuketown. Fire range, not enough. We could bring that back. I'm okay with that. But it's time to dig into the vault, baby. Show love to these underrated classics. Okay, let me know which ones you think that need to come back. Let me know which ones you missed the most. Let me know which ones I forgot. All right, if you enjoyed, drop a comment, hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.